In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to make this beautiful snowflake. So for this snowflake tutorial, I am going to use a double knit in mustard so that you can see it against the background. The pattern asks for a cotton and I will reference that for you as well. So we're going to make this, it's called a glimmering snowflake, and you would make 2 of these snowflakes that you would sew together for each one in order to follow it to the pattern. Now I'm going to make a magic circle, and you could make a chain 8 and join for this if you wish to. I'm going to do a magic circle. So this is going to be a really nice test of learning some new skills without it being too big a project as well. So our first round is going to consist now of using some double trebles, which we'll talk about as we go along. So I'm going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3. Right, so we have our chain 7, and this counts as a double treble and a chain 2. So we are going to now make a double treble and followed by a chain 2, and we're going to keep on repeating that. So I'll do one to show you first, and then we'll talk about how many are going to repeat it. So this is a double crochet, we yarn over once. This is a treble crochet, we yarn over twice. And for a double treble, we yarn over 3 times. Now I'm trying to keep my yarn quite tight to the hook because it can get a little bit sort of out of control. What you're going to do now is you are going to make a stitch in just the same way as you'd make a double. So we're going to go through the circle, we're going to grab the arm, we're going to pull it through, and we are going to pull it through 2 of the loops, and we will continue to yarn over and pull through 2 until we finish. Okay, so we've wrapped around 3 times. We are going to go into our circle, we're going to grab that yarn and pull it through. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the hook. So I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through the first 2. And it is going to feel a bit strange. Then I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through the next 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, and yarn over and pull through the next 2. So that gives us a double treble, and then we're going to chain 2. So let's do that together again. So we're going to yarn over 3 times. We're going to around the hook. So a double, a treble, and then a double treble into our loop. Pull the yarn through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and yarn over through 2. And we are going to follow that up with a chain 2. Okay. Now we are going to do this, so we have a total of 16 double trebles and 16 chain 2 spaces. So I've got 3 at the moment, because remember this is counted as one of them. So I need to make another 13 along with chain 2. I'll do one more with you, and then I will carry on and do them and meet you at the end. So again, we're going to wrap round 3 times into the circle, pull the yarn through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and yarn over through 2. So the structure of the stitch is no different to you doing a double crochet. We're just going to do more yarn overs. So hopefully that will help you to see how it sits. Chain 2 and then carry on. I will see you at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to count these. I think I've got another one to do, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I've got 18. I've obviously just carried on. Just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I've done far too many. So I'm going to take back these two. All right, piece of yarn to do it. Oh, ever the professional, ever the professional. So, so I've now got 16. I'm now double checking in case it was supposed to, no, it is supposed to be 16. And what I now need to do, if you remember, the first one was a chain 7, which consisted of our double treble and a chain 2 space. So I'm going to, so that's our chain 2 space, or I am going to slip stitch into the chain 5 of that 7. Oh, I haven't got hold of that properly, sorry. Let me just get hold of this bit first. Well, at least you know I'm a human. Okay, so we are just going to join to our 5th chain, and then we are going to chain 1, and we're going to make 3 single crochets in each of the chain 2 spaces all the way around. So that should give us a total, I think, of 48 stitches as we go around. Right, I will meet you at the end. So I'm on my last single crochet, and I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the first one. So I now have 48 single crochets all the way around. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to start to sort of build the pattern, and we are going to chain 1 and place a single crochet into that same stitch, and then we are going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we are going to then single crochet into the 3rd single crochet. So that's the first one, second, 3rd one. I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time I'm going to miss 2 and go into the next one, and then we're going to chain 7, and we're going to continue with this. So sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, miss 2 into the 3rd, and then 5, miss 2 into the 3rd, 3, 4, 5, miss 2, 7, I miss 2, and then 5. I'm going to do this all the way around. I can't remember which one it is though, that's the thing. So 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, and 7, 5, 7, and 5, and then slip stitch to the first single crochet. Sorry, I'm just making sure I go into the single crochet. Okay, so we've now got a selection of 7 and 5 chains intermittently, and we shall go on to round round 4 teeth in today, Keely. Now you're going to slip stitch into the first loop, which is our chain 7 loop. Okay, so we're just slip stitching into that so that we can then work into it. And then what we're going to do into that is we're going to work 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. So 3 chains and 4 double crochets. Second double crochet, third double crochet, and the fourth one. Okay, and then we are going to, sorry, I'm just getting some more yarn. Sorry about that. Then what we're going to do is we are going to chain 4. So we've done our chain 4, and we are going to slip stitch into the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3. So this is a picot. If you've done the star, it's very similar to the way that we did that. And then we are going to chain 1 and put 5 double crochets into the loop. So if you remember before, we did 4 double crochets, but we started with a chain 2. No, we didn't. We started with a chain 3. So that was our 5 double crochets on that side. So we're going to complement that by another 5. So this is our second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, so that starts to give us a really lovely pattern. What we're then going to do is we're just going to place a single crochet into the chain 5 space, and that is all we're going to do into that space. Then in the next space, which is a 7 space, we're going to do 5 double crochets, because remember we had our chain 3 before for one of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to chain 2, 3, 4. I'm going to slip stitch into the third one to make the picot. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 5 more double crochets. So by completing that chain 1, we make sure that the picot sort of sits in the middle, not edges up. So 3, 4, and 5, and then again a single crochet into the chain 5 space. We're going to complete that all the way around. So you're going to have 5 double crochets, chain 4, slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the hook to make your picot, chain 1, 5 double crochets, and then in the 5 space a single crochet, just like that. So I shall carry on. If you need to go back and have a look at this one, then feel free to do so. But otherwise, 5 double crochets, the picot, chain 1, and 5 double crochets. And I shall see you at the end. Single crochet in the chain 5, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 and fasten off. So let's have a look at what we made. Now the pattern asks you to make 2 of these and sew them together, put a sparkly snowflake shape button in the middle, and then on each of the prongs attach a pearlescent bead. Now, whether you decide that that's what you're going to do or not, I'm hoping that you can see just how pretty this snowflake is. Now again, it's designed to be used, or made, shall I say, in a cotton. So I've done that in the cotton here. So again, you can see the difference in the size. This is such a pretty effect. And whilst this double treble can feel a little bit overwhelming, a little bit complicated at first, I think it gives a lovely open look to it. Once you've done that, everything then is either a picot, double crochet, or a single crochet. So I don't think after that it's particularly complicated. And I think this would be a lovely pattern where if you made a few of them, you get into a real rhythm with them. So that's the size of it when it's in the thread, and obviously that's much bigger. But I could imagine if you did a few of these and you did them in different sizes, these would look really lovely, you know, hung from your windows. So you've sort of like had like a garland of different sizes of snowflakes. And again, you would attach a piece of ribbon or some thread between the section of the set of 5 double crochets, and you'd connect it there. Maybe it's easier to see on the bigger one, but here, so not in the actual picot but underneath the picot there. So again, I really hope you enjoy making that. I'll put links to the thread if you want to have an easy link to be able to get there. Make these in all different colours. Obviously I did this in silver, but it could be, I mean, you could get a lovely glittery white or you know, a metallic thread, which would look gorgeous with it. So happy hooking. I hope you love them.